everybody, it's Joyce. Welcome back to my channel. This is Adulting with Joyce Pring, and I've asked I've asked you guys on Twitter to send me the topics that you'd like for me to do on Adulting with Joyce Pring. So today we are gonna be talking about how to let go of things that you've been hoping for, wishing for, praying for, but are slowly crumbling in front of you. And this question was posted by Seven Lily Bear. Thank you, Seven Lily Bear, for your question. I honestly have no answer to this. I mean, I wanted to do this topic because I feel like it's a conversation that we should start having, even if we don't know the answer to it, what most of adulting really is. It's just kind of figuring out along the way how you're gonna adult and deal with problems, even if you have no school to go to for these kinds of things. I mean, I know I love our parents, and sometimes they are very good at giving advice. Sometimes they give bad advice, and sometimes no matter how good their advice is, we just don't know how to properly put it into fruition and into work, so it doesn't work out the way that they want to anyway. I wanted to talk about this though because I've experienced this. So maybe let's start talking about what I really hoped for before that eventually didn't work out, and I had to see it crumble right in front of me. Two things. First one is my dancing. Did you guys know that? I've always, you all know that I love dancing, but I wanted to be a dance superstar, but I realized ng mga 19 or 20 ako that it was never going to happen. And second was my painting. I actually took up fine arts, major in visual communications in UP Diliman, and I passed the talent test. You know, I was so proud to be included in that roster of talented young people, but I've stopped painting. I just have not been doing that. And I know that for many people, it may sometimes be even deeper things than that. It may be relationships that you've been in for 10 years, and then all of a sudden you find that your partner is cheating on you. It may be that you want a career so bad, like you want to be a singer, but you've been rejected so many times. It may be those things. But the first thing that I would tell you is that God sometimes takes away things so that He can replace it with something better. And that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be better by your terms, but it's better by His overarching plan for your life. And honestly, I would like to give it to the Lord na lang na, Lord, sige, hindi ko nagawa yung dream ko na mag-exhibit at mag-paint at gumawa ng lahat ng bagay na to. But I know that there are certain things that He gave to me that I would have never imagined I could actually do, which is this, hosting, vlogging, doing digital work, being on TV, and public speaking, right? So He took away my love for painting, or my ability to paint and to, I guess, dance, and He replaced it with something that I think He knows could really help more people, or could really use my talents to and put it to better use. So I know that if there's one thing that didn't work out for your life, please always try to look at the things that do. Because sometimes when we lose something or someone, we always kind of simmer in that situation na grabe, I lost this person, I lost this opportunity, I lost this career. But when you really look at it, from that loss, there are a lot of things that you gain. Either these are lessons, character building, or other opportunities that might not be your most ideal opportunity at the moment, but will eventually be good for you. Another thing that I like to think is that it's maybe not a never, it's maybe just not right now. So, for example, if you are going on something, right? Like you've been trying to do something and it just has not been working out for you. Sometimes you think na that's the end of the road, na it's crumbling in front of me, but you realize that there are so many success stories of people who have been working at it for so long, and they only get their break when they're in their 30s, when they're in their 40s. Like Vincent van Gogh, one of my favorite painters, wasn't recognized for his work until he was dead. Like people didn't even give a crap about the work that he did, so much so that there was a point in his life, so he's super close with his brother Theo, and Theo would fund Vincent van Gogh because nobody wanted to pay for his paintings. But right now, he's one of the most respected painters of all time in history, and he's so good. I love him so much. I actually have a painting, well, an art print of his painting in my room and in magnets and everywhere else, because, you know, at the end of it, you have to realize that the recognition that you get right now is not the end-all be-all of things. As long as you create something that you know is substantial for you and that you value, one day, even if you don't get to see it, maybe it will help better the lives of other people, and it would really put your work into good use. Does that make sense? Yeah. Lastly, so the first thing that I said was there are other opportunities and it's not the end of the road for you. And second, that it may not be now, but it's not a never. Third, I would say that it's okay to let go of things. It's okay for things to fail. It's okay for things to crumble right in front of you. It's just how life works. And I feel like the reason why we're disappointed a lot of the times with the things that are going on in our lives is, well, first of all, if we're being completely honest, sometimes we have an entitlement mentality na dapat deserve ko to eh. Deserve ko tong promotion na to. Deserve ko tong taong to. Deserve ko tong opportunity na to. But when you really think about it, none of us deserve these things. It's all grace, diba, that we're able to experience good things in our life. So these are all blessings. And once you start looking at things na hindi mo naman talaga sila deserve, pero naibibigay siya sa'yo, then you'll start to appreciate it more. Number 2 is that I think when we're focused so much on one thing that we like, we tend to kind of blur everything else no matter how good it is. So, you know, you want something eh, di ba? You want something, so yun lang yung gusto mo. Pero biglang, hindi mo napapansin na ang dami na rin palang blessings at mga bagay na binibigay sa'yo na okay rin. Pero at this point in your life, hindi mo lang siya binavalue. So, learn to start valuing the things in your life. Learn to understand that it's okay for things to not work out. It's okay for you to fail at things because it really is the way that the world works. But sometimes when you're blessed, when you really work hard, when you get the chance to, and when God allows you to have it, then you'll see your work and your dreams come into fruition. But when it doesn't, please do know that it's not the end of the road. There are always other things in store for you. And that's it for this episode of Adulting with Joyce Pring. I'm really sorry if it was a little bit all over the place. I hope not so much. Okay, hindi naman. Not like before. Because my team would always tell me, Joyce, your thoughts are like poof, poof, poof. But I'm really like that when I think, especially when I think in a space where I know I don't have to be a host. If I'm really just thinking and processing thoughts, I always look at it as a time for me to kind of speak from my heart. And when I speak from my heart, everything that I've learned, everything that I've read, everything that I want to say, I usually just say out there because I honestly believe in candor and honesty through and through. But I hope that you guys or helped or learned something from that. I don't know if it will be helpful, but I sure hope it will be. And if you have other tips for people like us who have seen their dreams get broken right in front of them, please do share it with us and let us know. But at the end of the day, please do know that whatever circumstances, backgrounds, or pains that you go through, you are valued and loved, and that's the most important thing. This has been Joyce Pring. Please don't forget to like this video, comment, and of course, check out the audio version for the podcast, Adulting with Joyce Pring. It's available on iTunes, podcast app, and also Spotify, all for free. Share it with the people that you love, and don't forget to share us your love too. See you soon. God bless you.